Hey guys, what's going on? This is Blood Phantom 81. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about Costco because they are showing a significant jump in share price after hours. So currently Costco is about 4.71% up after hours, which puts them at around $227 per share. The intraday trading period range was around $217, so that's up almost $10 between the intraday period and after hours. I just want to put it out there, full disclaimer, I am long Costco. I do have 4 shares of Costco, currently averaged at around $198 per share. I did get in maybe about a couple months ago, and my equity sits at $908, totaling about an increase of 14.1% up. So this after hours definitely gave me a boost in my total return. So currently that $227 relative to the 52-week high puts it even closer to the 52-week high. And so, yeah, I think it's safe to say that we did find significant support here, and it looks like we're ready to head back to all-time highs, assuming that the rest of the market is going to be okay going forward. Before I get into the technicals, I do want to talk about some of what they reported. So first, I want to talk about EPS. So Costco did report $2.01 of earnings per share, which is up 27% from that same period last year. And of course, the period we're talking about is Q4. And the consensus of analysts were actually expecting around $1.69 earnings per share. So that's quite a bit of a difference. They were expecting $1.69, but instead Costco gave them $2.01. In terms of total revenue, however, Costco did report a slight miss. So Costco reported around 35.4 billion, and analysts were expecting 35.65 billion. So not a huge miss. If anything, that's maybe in line with what analysts were expecting. The great thing is that they did rise about 7% from the same period last year, and that's talking about revenue. And the last thing that I want to talk about is sales. Costco reported sales of about 10.72 billion, which is up 5% for the same period last year. So clearly showing some strength. The only thing that is a slight hitch is the revenue miss, but honestly, it's not a big deal. Let's take a look at Costco from a long-term perspective. So we are showing support here off of the 100 EMA, and I'm pretty sure if I move this around, let me go ahead and change the inputs a bit. So the real kind of level of support that I'm watching out for is the 200 EMA, which we actually haven't gone down below until, ever since the 2008 recession, pretty much. So the 2008 recession marked the first time that we went below the 200 EMA, which is this purple line. Ever since then, we've only bounced off of this and acted as support, and I expect the same thing going forward. But let's go back to the 100 EMA, which hugs it a little bit tighter. So that's actually exactly where we bounced off of. So we didn't actually close below this level. We did get a close on this level, and then price action opened right on that level, but that was actually where we bounced. And the same can be said for most of these other times. We did dip below the 100 EMA on the weekly time frame just slightly, but long term, I think Costco looks great. And assuming that the rest of the stock market can pull itself together, I think Costco is going to be in for a big one. The question is whether Costco's rally will be sustained, assuming that the rest of the market sees a decline, because I do think that the market is a little bit vulnerable right now, especially with the way that the last 2 candlesticks look. However, Costco does present a bit of a defensive kind of environment. So the summer of 2015 to 2016 was actually a period of heavy consolidation for the S&P 500. If I can show you guys right here. Yep. So this period right here, which was considered a 1-year bear market by many, actually didn't really phase Costco too much. So this is that same period, and so if you zoom out, you can't really tell that there was any kind of 1-year bear market. If anything, it's Costco's making higher highs and higher lows, and the same can be said about this period here. In fact, the argument can be made that the reason why we came back and retested the 100-week EMA is because of how sharp this rally was. Generally, stocks do not do well when they soar so high above any of their major moving averages. So at this point here, Costco was around 25% above the 100-week EMA, and then we came back and retested it. So, everything's fine. Just normal and healthy consolidation. And I think, on Reddit, I read something about people thinking that Costco was too expensive, relative to large retailers like Walmart and Target. I honestly think Costco is as good as any other large retailer, and it's probably one of the few that I'm willing to put my money in. So with that being said, that's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys learned something. Definitely feel free to subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.